Yes. After correlation, let's move on to regression. Regression can be seen as a logical extension of correlation, where remember correlation gave you the relationship between two variables. It only told you that there is a relationship between two variables in terms of the degree or strength and the direction, positive or negative correlation. Now, what if you want to know whether one variable can predict the other variable? Here, one variable means your independent variable. Can it predict your dependent variable? Remember our example, uh, correlation, sorry, education and income. So, education, your independent variable, can it predict people's income? This is where regression helps us. It can actively allow us to predict the dependent variable based on the independent variable. So use this definition. It is a statistical technique used to predict the value of dependent variable based on not just one variable. It can be more than one independent variables, more than one factors. So your independent variable or your predictor, your factor can be education, and your dependent variable can be your outcome or income. Now, regression model, when I say, I'm not getting into too much detail of it. This is the mathematical equation for it. Don't bother too much about it for now. This comes from the linear algebra, linear equation of lines. This is from, I guess, 10th class or 12th class mathematics, but then you don't have to bother about it too much. See, this y can be your dependent variable or income, and x can be your independent variable or education. We are trying to see how much change in x can bring about, how much change in x, what change, a better way to look at it is what change in y or your income or independent variable, sorry, dependent variable would happen if we make a certain change in x. Or in other words, if I make 1 unit change in education or your independent variable, how much units of change will happen in your dependent variable or income. This is what regression gives you. This is much more potent, much more powerful. This is much more explanatory power than correlation. This is where regression is important. Now, as I said, it is not just one independent variable. It can be one or more than one. Depending on that, it becomes simple regression or multiple regression. As simple as that. Now, it is important in all social sciences and social work also, where you want to see what are the factors or how some factors can predict your study variable or dependent variable. So it goes one step beyond the correlation and tells you whether exact outcomes can be predicted in terms of independent variables. So it actually helps us to predict future outcomes. It goes beyond observing variables. It helps us to predict. So the moment you see regression, what should come to your mind is prediction. In the next video, we'll discuss one more technique. Thank you.